Hi, I'm Andrew, and I care for my mother who's been living with dementia. On this channel, I share my caregiving journey, the lessons, the love, and the faith that carries me through. Let us encourage and support each other as we journey together.
Hello to all my YouTube family and friends. Thanks again for joining me in another episode on my caregiving channel. If you're watching this video, I want you to know something. You are not alone. Tonight, I came upon a real caregiving moment that happened with my mom. It was nothing scripted, nothing polished, but something I believe many of you will recognize immediately. And I'm sharing it not because I handled the situation perfectly, but really it was because I didn't handle it properly. So, mommy has a tablet with a parental lock that shuts off at 9 p.m. every night. So, this is what it does. And it's something that we put in place to help her to rest and to reduce the late night confusion. If I didn't do this, she'd be up trying to do all sorts of things on the tablet. And tonight, after the tablet was shut off, she became insistent that she was trying to get into her bank account. And that is something that she has done time and time again in the past. But it locked her out tonight. So another family member tried to explain it to her that it wasn't her bank account. And without thinking, I stupidly joined into the conversation and tried to correct her too. And both of us were there telling her what we know to be the truth. We are telling her, this is not your bank account, this is your tablet. But it's not the right truth for the moment that she was in. And eventually I reassured her that it was okay, that the tablet was off for the night and she could put it away until in the morning. But somehow emotionally, something still felt unsettled within me. And it was a few minutes later it dawned on me like, duh. It was just then I realized that I missed a perfect opportunity to use what we often call a therapeutic lie in this situation. I want to pause here because that phrase alone can be very unsettling and uncomfortable for caregivers. Therapeutic lie is not about creating a deception for your loved one. It's not about trying to manipulate them. And it's not about trying to throw them off. What it is about protecting their peace when logic no longer serves as love or as normal. In hindsight, instead of correcting mommy, I could have said something like, Mom, the bank is closed. It's nighttime. Everything is okay. We'll try in the morning. Same outcome. Tablet off. Nighttime routine would continue intact, but with far less confusion and more dignity for her. Get it? So here's what I want us to remember as caregivers. When our loved ones are living with dementia, their reality feels true to them. Correcting them doesn't restore clarity. It often causes confusion, and creates distress for them. Sometimes truth, when delivered without compassion for where they are cognitively at the moment, can actually harm instead of helping them. And this is hard, especially for those of us who value honesty, who value order and doing things the right way. But caregiving calls us to a deeper wisdom. Trust me, it does. Scripture reminds us in James 1 verse 5. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him. Wisdom is knowing when to speak truth plainly and when to cover the truth with gentleness. So tonight reminded me that I am still learning and that God's grace meets us in these learning moments. Yeah. So if you're watching this and thinking, I've corrected my loved one too, or I wish I handled that differently, please hear me clearly. You didn't fail. I didn't fail. You're not a bad caregiver. Don't tell yourself that. You are growing, just like myself. Caregiving is holy work, and sometimes the lessons come after the moments passes. Caregiving doesn't come with a textbook. It's in those moments that we learn. And when we learn, we gain experience that we can share with others. So the next time something like this happens, let's try to remember. Let's aim for peace over precision, comfort over correction, love over logic. And when I miss it again, because I probably will if I know myself, I will extend grace to myself just as I try to extend grace to mommy. And I'm praying that you will do the same. So my YouTube channel exists for moments just like this one. Real caregiving, real reflection, real grace. If this encouraged you or you have had a similar situation in the past, I invite you to share it in the comments below. Share your story. Your story may be exactly what another caregiver needs to hear. And as always, I say, remember to love upon your loved ones right now while they still can appreciate your love. May God give you wisdom, patience, and peace as you go through your caregiving journey. Until I see you next time, walk good. Goodbye.